as we know it is a beautiful place to live and explore. It has plenty of life-supporting features and is constantly changing and evolving. Here, I have compiled a list of some interesting facts about Earth that will help you learn more about the place we call home. And throughout the video, I will also be sharing some of my own opinions as well. So, it is time to lay back, relax, and let yourself drift away as I whisper facts about Earth. Earth is the third planet from the Sun and is the largest of the 4 terrestrial planets, namely Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. The existence of water in the liquid phase on Earth is due to the temperature span that exists on the Earth, which is 0 to 100 degrees Celsius. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, thus converting it into gas and making it unusable for consumption by living beings, including humans, animals, and plant life. Earth is the only place in the solar system where water can be present in all of the 3 states: solid, liquid, and gas. We are all traveling around the Sun at an average velocity of 107,182 kilometers per hour, and at the same time we are also spinning with an enormous speed that could be 1,000 miles per hour depending on your position on Earth. Earth receives between 100 and 300 metric tons of cosmic dust every day, which is the dust which exists in outer space, as well as all over planet Earth. However, some other estimates suggest that the incoming dust could be as low as 5 metric tons per day. Despite the fact that the Earth is made up of more than 70% of water, it actually only accounts for less than 1% of Earth's mass. In size, Earth is slightly larger than Venus and was formed some 4.54 billion years ago. Yeah, I love looking at the planets lined up in distance from the Sun, but also you can see the size variations of the planets as well. Jupiter being the largest, of course. It is absolutely huge compared to the other planets, known as a gas giant, I believe. But even Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are much, much larger than Earth. The force of gravity in the Hudson Bay region of Canada is less than that on the rest of the planet. There are various theories that scientists associate with this effect, but no one is sure as to why this is the case. It is estimated that life came to existence on Earth some 4.1 billion years ago, and that more than 95% of Earth's oceans are still unexplored, which undoubtedly contain oceans are so vast and unexplored. There must be a lot of undiscovered life down there. I love seeing footage of the pods they take down, like right down where light can't reach and it's completely pitch black, and the force of the water outside is massive. Yeah, I find that really fascinating. There's actually a number of videos on YouTube about how deep the oceans are, so yeah, feel free to check those out if you're interested. And now we move on to some facts surrounding Earth and the Moon. Tides in oceans on Earth happen due to the force of gravitation between the Earth and the Moon. The Moon pulls up water in oceans and even in lakes due to its gravitational force. Earth has just one moon, whereas Jupiter has 67 moons. That is a huge difference. I think it would be really interesting if Earth had more moons that you could see in the sky. The moon itself is really bright, and I was actually outside just a few nights ago and the moon was shining really bright. It was a very clear night and it was shining extremely bright, and it was almost like a spotlight was shining on me. It was really fascinating. You could see your shadow on the wall. I was really quite fascinated by it. The moon is the 5th largest moon in the solar system, after Ganymede, which orbits Jupiter, Titan, which orbits Saturn, Callisto, which orbits Jupiter, and Io, which also orbits Jupiter. The moon reflects sunlight on the Earth when the sun is on the other side of the Earth, meaning there is night on one side of the planet and day on the other. The moon is Earth's only permanent natural satellite, and the moon is thought to have been formed from Earth after the impact of a Mars-sized object named Theia. And now we move on to some facts about extinction of the species, the naming of Earth, length of day, magnetic field, the temperature at the core, and density. And we start off with the fact that 99% of all species that ever existed on the Earth are now extinct. And I guess one day man will be extinct as well. That's just the nature of life, but it doesn't really bear thinking about. You just have to live in the moment and know that when it happens, we will all be long gone anyway. All we can do is really enjoy the best life that we can while we're here. Earth is the only known planet that supports life. However, attempts are underway to help life survive on other planets like Mars. It is also the only planet not to be named after a Greek or Roman god. Jupiter is named after the king of Roman gods, and Uranus is named after the Greek god of the sky. The name Earth comes from English and German, which means the ground. The speed of rotation of Earth is gradually slowing down, meaning that in around 140 million years from now, the length of a day on Earth will be 25 hours. Earth was once believed to be the center of the universe, and scientists believed that the Sun and other planets revolved around it. However, this assumption was proven incorrect. Because of the pressure of inner nickel-iron core, Earth has a strong magnetic field. This magnetic field is also responsible for preventing heavy solar winds from blowing on the Earth and causing damage to various life forms. Earth's inner core has a temperature between 5,400 and 6,000 degrees Celsius, thus making it hotter than the surface of the Sun, which has a surface temperature of 5,500 degrees Celsius. Wow, that is extremely hot. The thickest of all the 4 layers of the Earth is the mantle, which is 2,900 kilometers thick. This layer has a consistency of caramel and is composed of a hot mixture of molten rock. The thinnest of all the layers is the crust, which is on average 30 kilometers deep. Earth also has the largest natural satellite as compared to any other planet, considering the size of Earth and the Moon. The Moon is approximately 27% the size of the Earth. The Earth also has the credit of being the densest planet in the solar system. It has an average density of 5.51 grams per cubic centimeter. And now we move on to some facts about the tectonic plates, the shape of the Earth, the appearance, atmosphere, and oxygen. Earth is the only planet in the solar system that has tectonic plates underneath its surface. These plates are floating on top of the magma inside of the Earth. When these plates collide, earthquakes happen. Movement of these plates is also very important for other geological and life-supporting purposes. The diameter of Earth from the North Pole to the South Pole is shorter than its diameter across the equator by 43 kilometers. Therefore, Earth is not a perfect sphere, and this difference in the diameter is the result of Earth's rotation. Earth's core is almost 85 to 88% iron, and its crust is almost 47% oxygen. Earth is also known as the blue planet because of its bluish appearance from outer space. Almost 70% of Earth's surface is covered with water, which I think is a fact most of us were aware of. Or in my case, I would have said that roughly 2/3 of Earth was covered in water. I wouldn't have been so sure on the percentage. I'm pretty sure there used to be a nature atmosphere, the stratosphere, the mesosphere, the thermosphere, and the exosphere. Earth's atmosphere is the thickest from ground level up to a height of 50 kilometers and extends up to 10,000 kilometers. Airplanes fly at a maximum altitude of 60,000 feet, which is almost 18,288 kilometers. The pressure and density go on decreasing as we move further away from the Earth's surface and travel towards space. The first 11 kilometers from the Earth's surface has 75% of the atmosphere. The last layer of the Earth's atmosphere, the exosphere, extends from 700 kilometers above mean sea level to 10,000 kilometers in outer space. We have a leap year here on Earth every 4 years because a year on Earth is not exactly 365 days, but it is in fact 365.2564 days. This extra 0.2564 of a day is adjusted with an extra day known as a leap day in the month of February every 4 years. I never actually knew until now that this was the reason we have leap years. I mean, I had an idea. It was something to do with the rotation of Earth, but it's good getting a clear explanation of exactly why we have a leap year every 4 years. Earth is the only planet that contains 21% oxygen in its atmosphere and liquid water on its surface. And next up we have craters, seasons, layers, oceans and rings. And next up we have craters, seasons, layers, oceans and rings. Earth does not have many craters, less than 200, on the surface, as the other planets have. The seasons on Earth are due to its tilt against the Sun. Earth's axis of rotation is tilted 23.4 degrees with respect to its plane of rotation around the Sun. Earth is composed of 4 main layers: inner core, outer core, mantle, and crust. Earth is exactly at a distance of 1 AU from the Sun. AU is the distance from the Sun to the Earth, and it is the standard unit of measurement of the distance of celestial bodies from the Sun, and Earth's measurements are used as a standard. Earth is the 5th largest planet in terms of size and mass. Earth has an ozone layer which protects it from the Sun's powerful and harmful UV rays. Light from the Sun reaches the Earth at approximately 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Almost 70% of the Earth's surface is covered by oceans that contain 97% of the planet's water. These oceans are home to great mysteries and tons of geographical features that are not even available on the land. For example, Earth's longest mountain is also underwater. It is estimated that life initiated in the oceans some 3.8 billion years ago. Earth has no rings, however. Jupiter has 4 sets of rings, and Saturn has 4 main groups of rings and 3 fainter groups of rings. Did you know that a magnetic field reversal takes place every 40,000 years on average? At the time of this reversal, the magnetic polarity of the Earth that will bring a change in the direction of Earth's magnetic field. And we finish this Whispered Facts video on Earth with some facts on the highest, the deepest points on Earth, as well as the hottest, coldest, wettest, flattest, and driest locations on Earth as well. The peak of Ecuador's Mount Chimborazo, located just 1 degree south of the equator, is the highest point on Earth. At this point, the Earth's bulge is greatest. The deepest known place on Earth is Challenger Deep, near a trench called the Mariana Trench, beneath the surface of the Pacific Ocean, to the southeast of Japan. This trench is nearly 7 miles deep. The highest recorded temperature was recorded at 56.7 degrees centigrade, which is 134 degrees Fahrenheit, measured on the 10th of July 1913 at Greenland Ranch, Death Valley in California, USA. I've actually heard about Death Valley before. Such unforgiving heat in that part of California. I remember hearing a report just last summer about how hot it was there. It would just feel as though you were in an oven. It would be unbearable heat, really. I think I'll stick to chilly Northern Ireland. The coldest permanently inhabited place is Oymyakon, a village in Siberia, Russia, where a temperature of minus 68 degrees Celsius was recorded, and the coldest temperature ever recorded on Earth was at Antarctica's Vostok Station, and it was recorded at minus 89.2 degrees Celsius. Wow, that is unbelievably cold. I have actually heard of Oymyakon. I remember watching a 60 Minutes Australia video on YouTube all about it. It's a video 15 minutes long or so feel free to look it up. It's really quite fascinating how cold it gets there and seeing people live their lives. For example, they don't have any plumbing because the pipes would instantly freeze. It's really a remarkable place. And as bad as winter is there, summer is even worse because the temperatures rise significantly. Everything melts and it becomes a horrible sort of marshland full of insects. It's really a fascinating watch, so check that out on YouTube if you're interested. Oymyakon 60 Minutes Australia is average annual rainfall of 11,871 millimeters. Most of us know how hot it can get there, well into the 40s I believe, maybe even beyond. But I think most of us know about the monsoon season in India. So it's probably not a big surprise to many to learn that it has the wettest location on Earth as well. The dry valleys in Antarctica is the driest place on Earth. This place has seen no rainfall for the past 2 million years. This is a 4,800 square kilometer region with no ice, snow, or water. And finally, the flattest country on Earth are the Maldives, an island nation located in the Indian Ocean with an average height above sea level of 2.4 meters. Well guys, that concludes this Whispered Facts episode. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it relaxing as well as informative. I know I had a lot of fun learning some interesting facts about Earth, and I hope you did as well. As always, if you did enjoy this video, I would appreciate if you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel